Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Place. This is Mike, and I am not in my bourbon room. Strangely enough, I'm actually next door in my little cramped office with my hydroponic gardens, with my book collection, my guitars, and all my junk. So I am hanging out doing some office work here, and I'm catching up on some St. Louis Bourbon Society business. This morning we had an admin team discussion about some of the ways we can improve the experience for everybody on our Facebook page. And one of the sticking points was that we have a few areas to kind of help coach our membership and even ourselves too on being better and improving and being more successful in how we post. And today I'm going to focus on a topic that has been kind of rubbing people the wrong way lately. We've had a lot of friction, and I want to address it after some discussion with our team about ways to be more successful when posting a flex. So, part one is flex. Upcoming topics, we have some thoughts on how to make sure our comments aren't snarky and are helpful. Also, rethinking a little bit about those posts where we post a picture of a bottle and put thoughts. And also, why we don't post dollar signs and some other kind of housekeeping nuts and bolts sorts of things about posting on our site. So today, back to flexing. Why do we post our bottle finds? We hunt, we search, we find. When you come across a hard to find bottle, a unicorn, and it's MSRP, it's pretty exciting. It's hard not to want to just grab that bottle in your car, take a picture, of course, with your watch and your steering wheel and your crotch in the picture and the bottle, to kind of show, yes, I found the one. It is exciting. We've all been here, been there. I've been there. I don't do it anymore, but I used to, and I completely understand why we do that. So don't feel bad if you do. It's totally fine. No shame. We're hunting, we're finding, we're excited. But what are some things to look out for? Here is maybe one thing to think about why we do it. Bragging rights? Yeah, I know. You find the rare thing. I think we also want those positive high fives from our group, those in our, those around us, those who share our passion. So part of it is that, I've been looking for a Blanton's for forever, and I finally found one, and I paid $65. It's hard not to be excited. Now, this is not the place to post comments about why you do or don't like Blanton's, whether it's a ripoff or a good deal. It's not about that. It's about the posting piece, the flexing piece. It's the showing off. It's the excitement. It's all those things. So we have to think about, when you post these things, what do we expect to have happen after it's posted? And what are some things that we don't expect? So with that in mind, look at these two posts. On the left, you have a post about a Weller Special Reserve. Again, it's not about whether you think that's a good bottle, a bad bottle, mediocre bottle, whether you think it's rare or not. Around St. Louis, it is hard to find this one. And this person posted it and posted a receipt with the name of the shop and the price. So anybody could read this post and they could go to that shop and maybe also get this deal on a Weller Special Reserve. On the right, you have a more general post of a bottle found. They name the city and state, but not the location, not the price. Although, wait, let me look carefully. It just says, at MSRP, doesn't state the number. The one on the left is clear. We'll probably get a lot of thank you, appreciate it, wow, good job. The one on the right might get some heat because, well, which store did you find it at? What price did you pay for it? And the person on the right might not want to give away that information. And it's okay. Both posts are fine. There's nothing wrong with posting all the information, and nothing wrong with holding back on your private honey hole information. Look at these two. These are two travel flexes. I went to Kentucky and I got all these bottles. I went to Ohio and I found these bottles. These people, whether they post the price they paid or receipts, it won't matter. They were out of St. Louis. They found the bottles. They probably won't get any grief for it. People won't harass them and say, where'd you find it? What'd you pay for it? They might, but probably not. The one guy on the right here Those kind of posts are the ones that tend to start the problems. We have 10,000 members, 10,000 plus. We have all kinds of ranges of experience, from newbies to the experienced collectors who've been doing it for decades. We have people who are out there trying to find their first bottle of Weller or Eagle Rare or a Taylor or you name it, and we have others that just could care less. And all kinds of experiences in between. Because of it, we have to be sensitive to this. I have sort of a rule about posting. If my comment is specific, helpful, and or kind, it's probably cool. If my response is nasty, mean-spirited, or degrading, it's not going to fly well with the moderators, because we want to make sure our group is in the positive zone with collecting. We aren't out to crush people's hopes and desires or make them feel like an idiot if they like something that is kind of new, or I'm sorry, not new, but something that's not that rare, but others go kind of scoff at. We want to be positive. So if somebody posts a bottle of Weller Spouse Reserve and you're thinking, that's garbage, you don't need to post. That's hot garbage. In fact, you could just post nothing. Kind of the old rule, nothing positive to say, just keep it locked up. Or give them a high five, or say congrats, or not. If somebody doesn't want to give away a honey hole, they aren't a jerk for doing it. Yes, they're flexing. Yes, they're holding back a little bit. Yes, it's more mysterious. Yes, you're pulling your hair out because you want to get a Stag Junior, and where do they find it? But they aren't under any obligation to tell you where they found it, and that's also okay. So when you see those posts, if they don't want to give it up, they don't. I have my spots that I really don't talk about or share, not to be a jerk, but if I have a way to get some things that I like at a really reasonable price, and I have built a relationship with a liquor manager or with a specific store, I'm not going to share it with the world because I've worked hard on some of those. I'm also personally not going to post pictures of finds at those places because I know how that starts arguments and frustrations with people. In the end, we're just trying to be kind, decent people and just be helpful and look out for each other. Guys, thanks for bearing with me as I put on my teacher hat and kind of preach a little bit. I don't mean to be a net nanny or a father figure, or I'm not talking down. I just want to share some ideas and thoughts. Please, if you have your ideas about this, disagree with me, totally cool. Post it in the comments. We would love to know how you feel about it. Guys, take care. I'll see you next time. Adios.